Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm featuring a Christmas nail art design that I saw on tonysnail, and it's going to be kind of like a candy cane design with polygel. And here is his channel here, where I got the inspiration from. So I'm doing that today. So if you want to keep watching and see how I do everything, I will also put a link below to his Instagram. I don't know if he has a YouTube, but this is where I got the inspiration. So I figured it's going to be like a Christmas version of like a candy cane, kind of with stripes and etching with the E-file. And I also featured some paper towel nails. So here I'm starting to build up the nail. And I wanted to try out that paper towel hack that was on TikTok and a lot of people was doing. I just wanted to try it, and it actually came out pretty good. It's kind of similar to a silk wrap nail. If you guys know, like back in the day, people used to get like the silk wraps, and they would take tea bags and, you know, the tea bag paper and do nail extensions like that. But I did it with paper towel, just a regular dollar store paper towel. I did one ply, and I did that with a base coat gel and had it kind of shaped like that to shape a C curve. I didn't show that process. I'll probably show it in another video, but I just wanted to get straight to the design. So right here, I'm kind of building up the nail a little bit with some clear poly gel just to add some structure to the nail, because like I said, the paper towel is extremely thin. I've seen some people do this with glue. They would use glue on and brush on glue to the paper towel and, you know, go from there. I just use glue to attach it to my finger, my design finger here. This is my trial finger that I got from one of my Morovan gel kits. It came with it. I thought it was really cool. And, well, I don't know if it actually came with it, but that's what my mom sent me. But anyway. So I'm here, I'm just building up the nail, and as you see, it's looking really wonky. And I'm here filing. So I'm gonna file and shape the nail, and just wanted to get this ready for Christmas. Christmas is coming up. I'm, you know, in the little holiday spirit, holiday mood. So I just want to know what you guys wanted to do for Christmas. You know, comment down below what you wanted to see. My birthday is coming up soon. It's going to be New Year's Eve, so I'm definitely going to do my birthday nails for New Year's. I think I probably want to do kind of really like blingy. I really want it to be like really blingy birthday nails, and I guess nails that I used to want to go get in the shop, so now I'm able to do it for myself. So I'm definitely going to do that. So once again, I placed the polygel just to kind of clear cap everything. Not clear cap, I'm sorry, just to still building the nail. And I'm going in to kind of really shape the nail and kind of also thin out the gel a little bit, because I don't want it too thick for the base layer. I just want it thin because we're going to layer a bunch of layers of gel on top of each other to create the design. So that's why I'm going in already kind of filing. And also because of the way the paper towel is and the way I lay the gel, it does have a lot of bumpy ridges, and yeah. And it looks like snow when I did all the dust, because the amount of dust that flew off there. So I'm like snowing on myself. So yeah, but you guys, this design was really fun. It was surprisingly a little bit quick, you know, because most of the design is once you cut into it with the E-file. And like on Tony's nail channel that I showed on Instagram, he that's all he did. He did the layers, but I think he did that with acrylic. So I wanted to try it with polygel because I never saw it done, and I wanted to be the first one to do it with polygel. Now, I start with my layers of the polygel. and I kind of wanted to do like 3 stripes. So thinking of Christmas, I really kind of wish that I got maybe a darker red, but I used I'm using Saviland Polygel right now, and I'm using the red from one of the Saviland kits that I got. But it was mostly, I got this kind of, I guess this came out in the summertime. It was like the neon collection, but I liked it. It was red, but it's more like a hot red, if that makes sense. I kind of wish it would have been a little bit darker, but that's fine, because if you realize, like, candy canes now are very multicolored. They're not also just traditional Christmassy red and green, so, or red and white. So I did want to do a traditional but with a little twist, so I kind of kept with the theme with the red and white. I definitely wanted red and white, but I also added kind of like a bluish silvery glitter gel in there. And the glitter gel I got from my other kit, Ohuhu or whichever. I keep butchering that, but anyway. Oh, and I have my flashy. So you guys saw my little flashy. So here's a key to this. For the first layer, I placed the stripe down and patted it, kind of flatted it out, and then you want to flash cure. But the second layer, however, I did not do that. The second layer, I kind of just laid those layers down and all together and then just cured it at once. You could also do that, but I was just kind of testing out different methods on how to achieve the nail. And I figured, you know, to keep the polygel to stay put so it doesn't kind of bleed into each other, you can use the flashy. I also use my my Cuticle Pusher, the Revlon one, because it's not too sharp. But if you just kind of want to straighten up a line, that's the one that I used, because I never use that Revlon one for my own cuticles because it just doesn't work for me. It's very dull. But this is good if you're doing designs like this. So that's what I did, just to kind of perfect that line. And I wonder if I did flash cure this too. After you flash cure, you also want to make sure you cure this. And specifically for the white layer, I had to cure that in for at least 2 to 3 minutes. So 60 seconds each time. Literally, I spent almost 5 minutes curing the white. I don't know why. The white gel I got from Candy Lover gel kit. It was a white and black gel kit that I got because I never had the black polygel. So, but for whatever reason, white and black gel, I think the more pigmented the polygels are, they take a little bit longer to cure. So just keep that in mind. And I'm spreading out the white over the red. So you kind of want to, how you do this design, you kind of want to just put the layers, the first layer with the stripes, you kind of want to interchange them. And so that way, when you go ahead with your e-file to cut into it, it kind of gives like a different variations. That's the key. I wanted to try with 3 colors to see how the design came. You could totally do it with 2 colors. It's much easier that way. You could do it with like red and white, or, you know, whatever color combination you want to do. I just did it with these 3 colors, so I thought it would look awesome. And the brush that I'm using, believe it or not, it's one of my old makeup brushes that I used. I actually got it from my job because I used to do makeup, as everybody who knew me. And I'm using the Lancome like eyeshadow. It's a duo eyeshadow brush with a angle brush on the end. I've been using this for my polygel nails, and it's amazing. It's kind of like that whole theory that everybody has, you know, where they use those big acrylic brushes for their acrylic. It just helps them with the design and helps them lay the acrylic. Well, this brush here does the same thing for me with polygel. For whatever reason, and I have a bunch of polygel brushes that come with kits that is sent with me, or sent to me, I should say. But I just find that I like to use this brush the best. It lays the polygel and spreads it the way I want it. And it's just makes it go a little bit faster, you know, in regards to me laying it down. You guys probably seen it used in a couple of videos. I've just stuck with using this, and I just dip it in my alcohol, and you know, it kind of really just does the thing. So that's the brush that I like to use. Now in this layering, for the top layer, as you see, I did not cure the polygel at all. I just kind of spread it out that way, and you see me fixing it a little bit later. So, but yeah, just real quick question: how you guys doing for Christmas? For Christmas this year, I'm probably gonna send my gifts via UPS. Yeah, it's kind of been a little sucky because, you know, the main time you want to spend time with your family, I don't really get that luxury. But you know, I hope everybody else is doing well and they're spending time with their families. They're being safe out here with this whole thing going on. So yeah, so I come on and I do my nails and, you know, create nostalgia and get in the Christmas spirit. I had already like started decorating my house already. I know I'm like late to the game as usual. Like, I feel like some people literally the day after Thanksgiving, they already had their house decorated for Christmas, which is hilarious to me. But me, I'm regular. I just decorate it literally the week before. I do everything one shot. So now I'm actually putting a very thin layer of the glitter polygel. I'm wondering, okay, this is the Ohuhu gel. Now, I put that on top of the white because I just wanted to. But also it's cool to kind of put that on top of the white because you can kind of see how thin the glitter is. But that's what I wanted. I didn't want it. The top layer, I really tried not to have it too thick because then the nail was really going to look wonky. So now here I am. I'm taking my e-file, and the bit that you want to use, the e-bit that I noticed that Tony used, is definitely like a coarse bit. So I'm using my coarse bit to etch out the design. And I started etching out the design, and since it's a long nail, you can go all the way up to the top, or you could stop midway, you could stop at the tip, however you wanted to do it. I used my coarse bit to etch out the design, and then I used to detail everything out. I used a cuticle bit, which is like the flat, long bit that you use for your cuticles, for like a Russian manicure. I use that to kind of refine the lines. And as you see, when it's being etched out, if I can get on screen, as it's being etched out, you could see the different colors in the background. So, and that's what you kind of want. And it kind of gives like this whole effect of like candy cane. And that's how I did like the 3D. I guess you could consider this like a 3D nail art. So this is my first bit ever doing this. So I was really excited for this nail because I was like, I really wanted to try it and just kind of test my skill level. So this is my first time ever doing the 3D bits. And as you see the different colors. You see the white, you see the red peeking through, and then you see the glitter in the middle. And it just looks really good. Right now, though, it's going to look ugly because, you know, you're creating the design. You're trying to figure out and map out where you want it. And keep in mind, they're like, oh, how did you keep your e-file steady? Well, it really depends on the revs that you have your e-file on. It just depends on that, because if, in other words, I wouldn't have been able to do this at a low speed. It just defeats the purpose and it will mess up the nail design. So I had to kind of do this relatively high, maybe like 25,000 RPMs, between the 20s and the 20. I think I might have went up to 25,000 RPMs just to really kind of etch that out. And you want to make sure your e-file is new, or at least fairly new, like whether it's still sharp, because that also makes a difference too. So I'm just refining the cuts once again with the cuticle bit. I'm going in. I think this is where I kind of, you know, was like, all right, I'm gonna stop here. And I really love how this nail came out. I love the color scheme. It really just reminds me of like those candy cane, the candy cane sticks that I used to get as a little kid, where they have like the different designs, and it was like a straight stick. So not a traditional candy cane with like the hook, but they also used to sell like these candy cane sticks when I was younger. And so this definitely kind of reminded me of that. So I wanted to do like a candy cane. I also want to do like a sweater nail. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a sweater nail with the e-file, but I've been practicing on my sweater nail skills, and I think I perfected it to a way where I can film and show you guys. I also have a bunch of more Christmassy stuff. I might do another Christmas nail, and then for New Year's I might incorporate my sweater nail with my New Year's stuff. So we're gonna see. And just comment below, you know, see how you guys like the design. Also make sure you hit that notification bell once again to be notified for different videos that I put up. They're gonna be coming. So another exciting thing that I can reveal, I went through my first semester of classes. I'm so excited, and I passed. So I'm happy. I passed with an A. I'm so excited. If anybody else knows, I'm going in for IT and computer technology, and also cybersecurity. So I'm taking that up in school online. But I also want to eventually, I want to kind of go to some nail classes or like nail school, because I've really been obsessed with doing nails. It's like turning into how I was obsessed with makeup. I'm still kind of obsessed with makeup. Maybe, you know, just comment below and see if you guys want to see that from me, like that type of content. If you want to see makeup, like a makeup tutorial. It's been a while since I actually did makeup, since this whole thing. But yeah, and I'll put it out. So now I'm just, you know, making sure that the cuts are good, making sure I could see below to the other colors. And then I kind of dust that off. I clean that up. And now I'm going to encapsulate the design with a clear polygel, the Saviland, which is my favorite polygel to use. Clear is just the right consistency to me. And I kind of really just kind of spread that out. So I'm able to kind of use that. And yeah. So I'm going to go in with my favorite brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start pit-patting that away. Kind of really getting that polygel in those grooves and edges, and just spreading that out and making sure that all of that design is covered. Because then after that, that's actually when I'm going to file down the design and, you know, make sure the shape. So right now, if the nail is a little wonky, it's okay, because you want to clear cap your nail before you do any type of shaping. You do not want to shape the nail while it's in the 3D form of the design. You want to clear cap it first and then go ahead and shape it. Because what happens is, if you start shaping the nail without clear capping, you're going to ruin the design. It kind of takes away and defeats the purpose. You really want to clear cap it to protect that design, and that is a must. So I know I'm like triggering people with me trying to paint that polygel on. But it gets messy. Maybe I put too much, I don't know. But I wanted to make sure I had enough to cover the whole nail. And yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys rock out to some of this Christmas music I have here. And, you know, just stay tuned. Keep on watching. And I'll catch up with you guys later. Okay, so I'm back. So now we almost have like a finished nail. I probably filed and shaped off camera. And I'm going in because I kind of over filed that cuticle a little bit, as you see there, which it's fine. It's ways you can cover up, which I'm about to do now. I'm going to put some rhinestones by the cuticle to kind of cover that up. But yeah, do you see why, you want to clear cap everything beforehand? Because let's say you started filing that, you could totally ruin the design. So I'm taking my Model 1's nail rhinestone glue, and I started putting it at the cuticle, but I also had other ideas. So I started dragging that nail glue sort of down the nail a little bit. And that's because I wanted to stick more stuff down the nail. So I don't know. Another idea I probably should have did was like take the pixie dust and make kind of like snow drips. But yeah, I think of that after. But now I'm taking top coat and I'm covering the whole nail with the top coat. And this is going to kind of give kind of like a sticky layer for the rhinestones to stick to. And I like to use this glue, but the best thing I'll probably use would be like a little dab of that Polygel. I definitely would have did that and then really kind of sunk the rhinestones in there, so that way they can kind of stick, really stick into the nail design, and you don't have to worry about them moving. I mean, this one, once it's cured, it's not going to move, but if you really want the nails to really stick in there. Oh, and I had resin. I had like the rhinestone resin. I could also use that. I should have used that. Damn. I'm just thinking. But it's okay. I used the little rhinestones. I did like a cuticle thing with my rhinestones. And I think this really added a nice little touch to the design without it being too much. I also wanted to add stars, as you're going to see me do a little bit, which is like maybe right now. I pull out my thing for the stars and I was like, But then it started, once I added the stars, I was just like, I really don't like the feel of the stars, because I feel like it was going to look, to me, once I added those stars, it looked more like 4th of July than Christmas. I was like, I don't want to add stars because it looks like I'm singing the Star Spangled Banner. Like, it was hilarious. So I ended up, as you see, I'm taking those off because I was like, no, that makes it look tacky. So I was like, I like it just like that. And I put the top coat on top of that to smooth it out. And then I'm going to cure it. And then you'll see the final results. All right. And thank you guys. So here it is. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell. And, make sure you follow my social media platforms, JSLAYBEAUTY. Bye.